Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. Well, my day really started off on a sad note. I learned that Mr. 95 Cents was not inducted to the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. Congratulations to everyone that did, but still does not hide the disappointment I had that Mr. 95 Cents did not get in. So what I am going to do now is we have our course, Mr. 95 Cents library here with collectible books, a lot of which he has given me over the years. It is now going to be renamed as the Mr. 95 Cents Library and Hall of Fame. Now, my mood quickly changed where Miss Parliamenteer, she brought me a coffee this morning saying, #1 team leader. And all they really want me to do is keep on doing the position next year, which if you're going to give me coffee, I can definitely play along with that game. Now, kind of some of the bigger news was the report cards were leaked for teams for the NFL. And I guess the individual grading categories were leaked. And the Packers had some change on this list. I'm going to go through those really quick. You can probably find it for your team. So a treatment of family C+, and find out to learn that the Packers are the only team in the league that does not offer childcare. And, you know, having 2 kids and having family, no one really lives close. 2 hours is the closest parent. And you know, we always had to hire kids. You know, my wife coached a lot of kids, and we would end up hiring them. And nothing was more frustrating when like friends of ours were like, oh, well, my mom and dad can't come and, you know, babysit this weekend, so I guess we can't go. Just pay someone. So you know what, for hopefully 11, 12, 13 games a year, whatever it is with playoffs, find a babysitter, guys. All right, home game field C+, that was really surprising. And I was hearing on the radio where it's a really nice field, but you have to know what cleats to use. And the field hasn't changed in a while, so I don't know why that one is so low. Food dining area B+, nutrition and dietitian B. Those are 2 areas, though, those have to be A's. And for your team to perform well, those areas have to be A's. Locker room was an A, that was just redone. The training room is C. That is getting redone this year, so I think that one will improve. Weight room, A-. Strength coaches, B. Position coaches, B+. Offensive coordinator, C. And I think that's one to really look at there where I don't feel comfortable with the offense still. And I was hoping that that coach would get a job somewhere else, but I am not impressed. Cut them after these grades here, folks. Defensive coordinator, A-. Of course, Jeff Hafley is now the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. That one's not surprising there. Rich Bisaccia had a B+, which, again, great guy in the room, but his teams just did not perform. Team travel was a B-. I mean, a lot of the big airplanes cannot land at the airport in Green Bay, so they do have to go to Milwaukee. I think teams have to go into Milwaukee as well to travel, so that one, it is what it is. Coach Matt LaFleur, head coach, got a B-. That's down a full grade from an A- from last year. And this, I guess this was taken started November, so it was before the Packers losing streak there. General manager B+, and team ownership A-. Of course, the fans do own it. And with a lot of this, I feel, and my thoughts were confirmed on the radio today, Jason Wilde was on there, Mark Chamorro. The team's a little soft. There's some players on there that are just a little bit soft, and to me, that is what, a lot of these grades come from. I don't know. Let me know, how did your team do? All right, class is in session. Today is Friday, February 27th, 2026, lesson number 123. And the other day it dawned on me that this will be the first spring training in quite a while. Well, the ones where Rhino was with the Phillies. He's not going to be at spring training. The Cubs do a really good job of bringing back some of their players of the past to be on-field instructors during the preseason. And it's good to see like Rick Sutcliffe out there, Jody Davis, Bob Denier, Ferguson Jenkins, just talking with the younger players. So it's sad that Rhino is not going to be this year. And in 1988, Bonnie Blair won gold in the 500-meter speed skating event at the Olympics in a record 39 1/10 seconds. That is blazing up the ice right there for Bonnie Blair. And in 1976, Tony Gonzalez was born. That right, Hall of Fame tight end, which he was a huge body, but that I feel like is when the tight end became the ultimate wide receiver. 14-time Pro Bowler, 1,325 receptions, 15,127 yards, and 111 touchdowns. I've been seeing a lot of people pull downtowns, and Fridays are my thing for downtowns. It's been a while since I got one. Let's see what I can do. All right, we're back. This is the end of the wrap, beginning of the wrap, but there's a little bit of a bubble on there. So for the rest of the school, you're going to be alternating Donruss Blasters and Megas and Optic Blasters and Megas on our Downtown Fridays to see what exactly we can come up with. All right, so here we go, folks. Hopefully everyone's getting ready for the weekend. Heard Mr. 95 Cent saying he's going to get more snow. I can't imagine getting any more snow. It can stay cold. I wouldn't mind going ice fishing a little bit more, but as far as the snow, no thank you. Jonathan Mingo, Derek Carr, Terrell Owens, T.O., Max Crosby, where will Mad Max go this year? There's a Jackson Dart. We'll put Jackson Dart up on the stand. Quinn Ewers, pretty good rookie right there. We'll sleeve him up a little bit later on. Mark Brunell, former Green Bay Packer. Wish they had like the whole stats on there. Like show all of his years. Put in, the smallest font you can get that I probably cannot read, but show us those stats. Eli Manning with the glove right there. Not a Pro Bowler. What do you guys think? Is Eli a Pro Bowler right there with those stats? Does have those 2 Super Bowls. I think a lot of people will probably say yes, just because he defeated the Patriots in both of those Super Bowls right there. All right, here we go. Darnell Mooney, Keon Coleman, Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers went on record saying that if you're looking at all those grading things for the Jets, that they're terrible. They're terrible. Mr. 95 Cent says that so many times the Jets players were wrong with their time with the Jets, so he wishes them well once they leave. That's a name right there. Josh Simmons. The eyes right there. He's like, who's coming after me? That's the eyes of a rookie right there, folks. Xavier McKinney, Green Bay Packers. Fred Warner. Demarcus Robinson. Must have been traded to the San Francisco 49ers. And Malik Williams on the rated rookie retro. Say that 5 times fast. Nick Chubb, Boomer Esiason. The Boomer Joe Montana Super Bowl is one of the first I remember as a kid watching that one with my parents right there. DeAndre Swift. All righty, here we go. Tony Richardson, Dalton Schultz, Devin Hester. Shout out to all those Bear fans out there. Glove and Beyond TV, Zach and Porter, 2 balls are better than 1. Will Howard, Adams Car Closet, also a Bear fan. Cam Ward, Jeremiah Wusu Koromoa, University of Notre Dame, Howie Long, Ty Johnson, Christian Kirk, and there you go, Vortex, very sharp looking insert right there of Tyler Warren. Beautiful looking card right there. Backside right there. All right, we got a Vortex on the board. Jonnu Smith, Audric Estime, University of Notre Dame, currently with the Saints. I think Barry and Pick 6 cards are going to be very happy with his year coming up this year. Kind of like, I always root for the players that played for Notre Dame. I just don't always collect all of them. So I like seeing people in Green Bay Packer uniforms. as opposed to somebody else. But I always have a soft spot in my heart for them. One of my favorite things at Notre Dame games is they go through during one of the timeouts about how the Irish players in the NFL did that previous week. Zay Flowers, Chris Jones, Joe Horn, Ashton Jeanty on the Gridiron Kings. Pretty sharp looking card right there. Dylan Sampson, not the optic preview hollow we were hoping for. Another Mad Max. Trevor Lawrence, Adam Thielen. Man, give the guy some respect. A good receiver, even though he was a Viking. Show him catching the football. All right, Jordan Love. This could be the pack, folks. This one could have the downtown. Bo Nix, Cam Chancellor, Hines Ward, Emeka Egbuka, another fine rookie right there. Michael Penix Jr. was the future hold for him. Derwin James Jr., Blake Corum, Kirk Cousins, white hot rookies of our Amarion Hampton. Pretty sharp rookie right there. We'll sleeve that one up a little bit later on. Cortland Sutton, Jim Plunkett, Drake London, and Jordan Love. All right, last pack here, folks. Glory's last chance is a Tyler Warren, Ashton Jeanty, and Cam Ward, Jackson Dart enough in this box, or are we going to get something else here? All right, come on. Let's go. Finish it off. Jaden Daniels, Vita Vey, Jordan Ad. Oh, there go the cards. Savion Williams, Devin Neal, Golden Tate, Kyle Pitts. Turn these cards over to give some respect. Quincy Williams, L'Jarius Sneed, Travis Hunter on the Elite Series. So a lot of good rookie names right there, folks. Luke Musgrave, Kendre Miller, Cooper Kupp. Sorry to let everyone down once again. Everyone enjoy their weekend. Class is dismissed.